guys. Okay, so today we are here to talk about an interesting topic. Excuse the air, I'm gonna talk a little louder because it's hot and I need like air on me, so excuse if you hear like air sound, but it's hot, so sorry. But first, before we even get into that, I want to give a shout out to Lakeith Stanfield, and that is Darius from Atlanta.
Hey, look, I know you don't know me, but my name's Darius. I was just wondering, can I measure your tree?
He was also in Get Out recently.
Yo. Sorry, man.
Get out!
He's so funny. So funny. Like, such an interesting person. And I recently, he made this little video talking about how he was driving with somebody, and I'll just let you hear what he did.
Some dude, one of the drivers who takes us from point A to point B on this project that I'm working on, was like, yo, black women, they're the hardest to deal with, man. They the most fucked up version of a woman you can have. I said, whoa, wait, no. You talking to the wrong person, man. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's the most beautiful aspect of black women is that they've been through the most shit you can go through in this country. You know what I mean? They really have been through the most shit. And that's a beautiful thing. That's something that you, that should empower you to be a better version than what the fuck you are. Instead of having you feel beat down by it, it empowers you to be better. So, the woman that's been through the most, that's the one I want on my side. Cause then she understand when I go through some shit, she know how to deal with the shit. Cause she done been through it all. And that's a beautiful thing. Don't ever throw them in the back burner like they fucked up cause you can't understand what the fuck they went through.
I just want to say thank you, because I've had to do the same type of things when I hear someone talking bad on black men, you know, generalizing, just saying crazy stuff. I have to shut it down and be like, that don't fly over here. I'm not even gonna play like I'm entertained, or I'm not even entertaining that idea at all. Like, nah. So thank you so much for shutting that down and letting him know that, you know, that's not a general consensus of how people feel about black women. So thanks, Lakeith. If y'all don't watch Atlanta, watch Atlanta. If y'all ain't seen Get Out, see it. They're both good, and he's a big reason why both of those are really good. So check them out. All right. So anyway, let's get into the topic today. Why is it that we would rather, as black people, date someone who is white rather than a black person who acts white? I got a comment in my Why I Love Black Men video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And what the comment said was, let me tell you exactly what it said.
As a black man, I must say I love black women too, light skin and dark, but it sucks. Black women don't pay me much attention, and they say I act like a white boy, and white girls pay me more attention.
So thanks for the comment, first off. And yeah, this is something that I talk about a lot, and I think about a lot, is that there's a very different standard that we put on each other that we don't put on other people. And being a black person, we put ourselves and each other in this small box as to what being black should be or is. And it's like, if you don't listen to a certain type of music, you don't wear certain types of clothes, you don't talk a certain way, you don't, you know, have a certain swag about you, you're not black enough, you're not black, you're not white, you know. And I've even experienced this. For a couple of years of my life, I went to an all-white school. Like, I was the only black girl in my classes for 2 years. This was in like kindergarten and first grade. And then when I moved back to Cleveland, everybody was like,
why you talk like that? You talk white. You like a white girl.
Like, you know, just, you know, people would just try to make you feel like you're not black enough because you talk proper. And you know, it just bugged me a lot, because I'm like they're trying to make you feel like an outcast or something's wrong with you because of the way you talk. It's something you can't really control. It's like your environment really dictates the way you speak. And you know, it's like, why is it white because I I talk well, I talk proper, you know, how does that make me a white person? You know, like, I'm obviously not white, but it's like come on, like that is so stupid, and it's so ignorant too, because someone who can act, you know, super ratchet, super ghetto, you don't deny their blackness, but when someone acts proper and, you know, maybe they're into some things that you consider corny or, you know, nerdy or something, oh, they're white. And it's like the ratchetness, the bad stuff, that's okay to be black, but when you talking really well and you're pronouncing your words right and you're, you know, saying all the ERs in your words and stuff, then oh, you're not black. Like, it's almost like speaking well and speaking with intelligence isn't black enough for some people, which is crazy to me. I don't subscribe to that, but you know, I get it. What he was saying, I understand what he's saying. Like, a lot of times we want to say, oh, all black guys are like this, all black women are like this, but we only go after a certain type. Blackness is kind of measured on coolness. So it's kind of like a cool factor type of thing. Like, if the cooler you are, the more black people see you. The more like nerd type you are, the less black you see, if you know what I'm saying. Or the more like quirky or, you know, certain things, it's not as black. And I think that's so small-minded, so close-minded to think, oh, you know, because she doesn't listen to rap music, or he reads comic books, or, you know, they don't wear Jordans or whatever, they're not black enough, they're not cool enough, pass them by, they ain't worth your time. Like, that's you're passing up, and it's crazy because you're passing up on some good people. We're passing up on some great quality people because they're not black enough to you. Like, that kills me. Like, that kills me so much, because we will give a white person, the whitest white person, a chance, but when it comes to a black person who has some of those characteristics, it's like, no, I'm good. You're not black enough. I know I'm talking somewhat in circles, but this just doesn't make sense. It's crazy. Like, how does, you know, and cool right now is a very negative thing in a way. Like, what's cool right now is not what was cool like 20 years ago. Right now, it's cool to call women bows and drug dealing, being promiscuous, is being uneducated, killing people, being a stripper, like, disrespect women, and not caring about people, being materialistic, being hateful, talking down on other people, stealing other people's girlfriends or boyfriends. It's cool to be a junkie. Like, it blows my mind that so many people subscribe to this mess. It's crazy to me. It's like, we have to come up with our own ideas of what being cool is. And being cool shouldn't be just what everybody says it is. Being cool should be, you should gotta have some common sense and say, that ain't cool. Nah, not cool. No thank you. That's not cool. Nice try. I'm good. We gotta have our own perspective. It can't be just based on everything that they show you, because honestly, I feel like the world is okay with, you know, everyone being ignorant and thinking that these horrible things are okay. And you gotta be intelligent and be a leader enough in your own mind, in your own life. Lead your own life. Like, I'm not asking you to lead the world. Lead your own life enough to say, this stuff is not cool. You know, y'all can say this is and that is cool, but it's not. It's not. And start to flip that and say, we're gonna define our own cool. Then, like Jay-Z said,
you wanna know what's more important than throwing away money at a strip club? Credit.
That's cool. I can't wait till smart is cool. Again, like, I mean, give me a nerd. Give me someone I can talk to that, you know, like, someone who treats me well. That's what I put up top, is how do you treat me? Do we have any common, like, we don't have to have exactly the same interests, but do we have the basic common, understanding in terms of like spirituality and just our moral belief. Oh my gosh, am I stripping down this whole time? Hope not. Ugh. Anyway, and our like moral beliefs and how do you treat me? Like I would much rather have a dorky, nerdy dude who acts white rather than the most swagged out, cool type of dude who treats me like crap. And I feel like a lot of people don't feel like that. A lot of people would prefer to have that dude who has some status or whatever, or some street cred or something, rather than have the guy who doesn't, who's maybe a little more timid and sweet and nice and is into like different things, that aren't, that maybe aren't as cool, and that's gonna treat you amazing. It's like, why would you choose this? I don't get, like, that's, you gotta get your priorities straight. Like, and even with men, you say, oh, black women like this, that, but when it's like a more proper acting, suburban, I guess you could say, type, maybe into different things type of black girl, you don't even give her the time of day. You don't pay attention to her because she isn't black enough. She isn't black enough, but this is too black. It's just like we're never satisfied with each other and within ourselves, like within the community, we're never satisfied. We hold each other up to such a high standard that we don't hold other people up to. You guys know what I'm saying. When you, with each other, we will not even give you like a lot of times the time of day won't look your way if you're not like at least a 7.5 to a 10 in our book in terms of status, in terms of your money, how you look, your body and your teeth, everything got to be on point. But when it comes to other races, they can be like a solid 4 or 5 and we treat them like they are the best thing ever, and like we are so proud of them, and it's crazy. It's like, why do we have such a different standard for each other than we have for other people? Why within ourselves we have to be, everything has to be ideal, like what everything has to be perfect. But with other people, they can be very flawed, and it's okay. It's fine. You're perfectly happy, perfectly satisfied, perfectly proud of that person. And y'all know, I don't even have to give examples because y'all know exactly what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure a lot of y'all know exactly what I'm saying. It's because they hold them to a different standard. Just you being another race gives you brownie points, hella brownie points, to a lot of people, and not to me. If anything, I will hold my own. I would give my own people the benefit of the doubt rather than giving some other people the benefit of the doubt. Like, it's weird. It's just a weird mindset. It's even, it's like we don't give the same benefit of the doubt to each other as we give to other people, and I think that's crazy. And then, like I said, we keep each other in such a small box, and we only mess with this selected few people, and then we wonder why, there's so many generalizations, because you flock to the same type. You always, you see, you pass over all these other ones, and then this certain type you always flock to, and you wonder why you get the same result. And it seems like a lot of it too is that we are so focused on what other people think. As black people, we are always worried about what people think of us, how we're seen, how we're perceived. They're not as cool as I am. People are gonna look at me sideways, or people are gonna think something. I need someone who's on my level, swag. They gotta, and I get that in a way, but at the same time, it's okay to. This is gonna sound kind of bad, but it's okay to be the cooler one in your relationship, or pick on Family Matters. Y'all watch Family Matters. Who did Laura end up choosing? Did she pick Steve, or did she end up with Stefan? She ended up with Steve because he treated her like he worshipped the ground she walked on. She was a queen to him.
Hi, Steve. Oh, gosh. You get more beautiful every time I see you. Do I get a welcome home kiss?
Stefan was more about himself. Like, he was always looking at himself. He was self-absorbed, you know, like, and I'm not saying all guys that are like that are all self-absorbed, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta pick the qualities, you know. If you're with a guy who's all about himself, and he look good and stuff, but it's all about him, and he don't treat you on the same level. He puts himself above you. You don't want that. You want someone who feels lucky to have you, not a guy that feels like, oh, you just some other chick and he could have 12 of you know what I'm saying? You don't want that guy. That you want someone who is gonna put you on a pedestal and that's gonna treat you like a queen. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? And being black has nothing to do with what kind of music you listen to, how proper you talk, how cool you are. You're black because you're black, because in your blood, you know, you have African DNA, you know, that your genes, your roots, that's what makes you black. And stop acting like black people have to be this certain way. And I don't want to go on too long about this, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, just, you guys, come on, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. We have to do better. Like, it's necessary that we do a lot better. Ugh, this is working, you guys. This is really disgusting. But I have a jar of frozen fat in my lap. I don't have anything frozen in the freezer, but you know, I used to do this trick. You have something frozen and you keep it in your crotch. I know it sounds disgusting, but it keeps you cool. It's crazy. Ugh. So let me wrap this up by saying we need to start giving each other the benefit of the doubt and giving different types of people, giving each other a chance without writing them off as, oh, you corny, you a nerd, you just not black enough, you not cool enough. We need to start writing each other off like that. Like, that's not cool at all. And exactly what you wrote these people off, you give another race of people a chance with those same characteristics. That's not, like, it makes no sense. Like, it's a part of the reason why we're so divided. And it's time for us to change our thinking and change, you know, our followingness. Change us following, you know, just the trends of what's cool and start making our own definition of what's cool and have it be based on some type of moral, you know, moral standard. Like, what seems to be cool now is, it's scary. If this is what's cool and this, you know, this is what's gonna carry to be cool, that's kind of scary because I don't want to see what cool ends up being if it keeps on going this way, because it's ugly. When are we gonna think for ourselves? When are we gonna say, nah, I'm good? Now, let's start now. In conclusion, let's give each other a chance, you guys. Let's give each other a chance. Give each other the benefit of the doubt, and don't write off people because they're not black enough, you know, like, or cool enough. That's so, ugh. The definition of black and cool needs to change. They need to change. So let's not hold it to that same standard of what black is and what cool is. Let's make our own definition. So yeah, I hope you guys get where I'm coming from. If you do, give me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree, if you guys disagree, just let me know, because this is something I think about a lot. This is a topic I think about a lot, and you know, I try to be about love and about positivity and about unity. That's what it's about. It's not about bashing or hating or anything like that. It's just about unity and love. And yeah, so if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, you know, comment down. Like I said, let me know what y'all think, if y'all agree or disagree. And yeah. And I upload videos every Thursday, so stay tuned for the next one. And hit the bell so you can get notifications on when the next video comes out. All right, you guys.